Right there, people are racist. Like, you know, argue with that. Like, look, it kept you safe for a billion years, right? But the reality is, we got to punch that out of our own head, because I don't think that it benefits society or humanity as a whole to like think like this. They have to segregate each other. You know, let the chips fall where they may, I think.
And just breed till everybody's the same color?
Yeah, it's going to happen eventually. One day. If we have no, so troops like Futurama, we can just go to Hong Kong. It's going to be homogenized eventually.
Or we just turn into robots.
So, I would disagree, but that's all. That's all I disagree with.
No, I get it. Now, listen, you have your right to disagree. I don't think that people should cancel you for that, or whatever they call it.
People trying to cancel you?
I think they should cancel me for that. It's a threat.
Oh, what are you trying to eradicate the other races?
No.
Bro, you're sitting next to this guy. Don't you tour with this kid? Jesus Christ, the Filipinos don't deserve to live. We're taking out all the Filipinos.
Who said Filipinos don't deserve to live? What do you?
No, I thought that's what you said.
Why would you think that?
Because they lived on an island and they all had to hump. In the island.
But what does that have to do with
guys,
what does that have to do with anything I said?
I think it's kind of beautiful, the Philippines. They have the best looking people. They're very friendly. They like to sing karaoke.
You can't lie, this is funny to me.
No, I didn't know we were going to do.
You said something about karaoke?
The hell yeah, yeah. Get down. I bet this guy knows at least 2 songs.
Filipinos invented that.
Really?
Yeah, they did. They're really good at, yeah, that's why they sing so fucking good. And they, you know, they're really good at pool too. I just started playing pool. I'm like, I'm kind of good at this.
Is Bruno Mars Filipino?
I think so.
Yeah.
He likes crystal meth.
He's racing. He likes crystal meth.
Who's
I didn't know that.
is this guy over here? Is this Mayhem? Is that who the guy is?
He's up to something.
My mom smokes crystal meth.
Wait.
Right, well,
How do you know he smokes crystal meth?
I just heard about it.
Did you see how deaf this, bro? I stole it. That's because my
I think it's from the pipe, you know?
He's a former MMA fighter and insane person.
God.
That's a pretty cool podcast.
So you've been divisive lately then.
There's a concerted effort to make white people feel like they shouldn't exist. And I think some of what we do, not all of it. I don't like to be overtly political. I'd rather be funny than be overtly political. Yeah. But some of what we do is a pushback against that, and that's kind of where it ends. It's not like an anti-Filipino. I'm definitely not anti-Filipino.
Oh, that's a shame.
But it's not really an
I was hoping we were just going to
anti-anybody sentiment.
I was
It's
hoping
just a
it was like
if you're white, have some self-esteem type sentiment. If you're white, you should have self-esteem. Like you shouldn't think that your race should be obliterated off the face of the earth. Which is a lot.
Great self-esteem. I don't feel like they're trying to kill us or trying to get rid of us.
So your case is a little different. You believe that people are all the same and that race is only skin deep. It's just
It's
color.
not a skin deep. It's cultural. Yeah, of course, we're all different.
Yeah, but
I'm
you're
saying we're not
wrong.
so far away.
You're
We have
wrong.
to genocide people or something.
You're wrong.
I don't know where your logic goes. Okay, we gotta stop talking to the kids I coach that are black or something.
Who said that?
Or I cannot.
Who said
I
that?
can't date a girl
I
with a race.
trained at a black gym. Who said anything about
That's what I'm saying. So all right, fine. But what are you saying? You're just saying that.
That's what I'm trying to ask.
I don't feel bad about being white. I'm just saying I'm a white guy. I don't feel bad about.
You're saying an end result 50 years from now, something like that, where everybody's the same color, which means that white genetics, which are recessive.
Sam is purposely mask on here, right? He's not mask on. He's just being endlessly pedantic because this guy, for as wacky as he seems to have he's arguing this. I didn't expect a guy that sounds like this to say the word homogenized. I don't know how else to put this. I don't know how else to say this. So Sam might be a little bit intimidated to wheel out his actual arguments. But remember what I said before. Sam is actually playing directly into the neo-Nazi kind of stereotype argument dialogue trees that I talked about before, where you can never tell a neo-Nazi, oh, you want to eliminate all this race, or oh, you hate these people. They'll say, whoa, actually, I don't want to eliminate anybody. I think I love people so much. I think they should all have their own spaces. I don't want to kill all the blacks. I just want them to enjoy their space in Africa like we enjoy our space in Europe and America. And I don't think we shouldn't talk to anybody like that. I think we should all talk to each other a ton. And that's why I don't want to erase all the races and make us all one brown race. Sam's just playing that game endlessly instead of actually expanding on anything he believes. Although maybe they'll get into it. I don't know.
No.
Can I finish, bro?
Yeah, sure.
If you're interested, you don't have. Let's talk
Sorry,
about
man.
Pokemon.
Sorry.
Let's talk about video games or something. If you're not interested.
Like he's super triggered. It's so disappointing. Sam has got like the most. Or I guess it's better if someone else figures it out than me. I guess Sam has a very coherent understanding of like kind of the new, like the kind of like the neo-Nazi or. I don't like calling it neo-Nazi. I don't know, something else. This new kind of like white identitarian stuff. He does a good job at putting it out in his videos, but man, he seems like he has a really hard time defending it in real life, I guess. I don't know. Maybe he's got the dialogue trees and some of the points down, but he can't actually defend them if you have to push a little bit past the level 1.
Nah, come on, white boy.
Are you interested?
Listen, I'm listening to you. Come on.
You're interested in me.
Excuse me, I didn't know you were making this entire theorem, but go ahead. You're saying that
It's not an entire theorem. It's just one point.
Go ahead, man.
I want to hear it.
Right now?
If you don't want to, listen, I think that your logic's flawed, and I'll let you make a point. No problem.
Let's hear it.
I think your logic's flawed, but I don't feel the need to interrupt you.
Fine.
Because it doesn't need to be.
Excuse me, you're right.
This type of like meta break, people have done this to me a ton. And I see people do this all the time where it's like, okay, well, prove. You were saying that 1 + 1 = 3? Yes. Let me explain how 1 Okay, that sounds crazy. Oh, you interrupted me? Okay, sorry. Explain. No, you interrupted me? Yeah, I'm sorry. Go. No. You want to keep interrupting me? You want to talk about something else? No. Go ahead. I'm sorry. Explain. Oh, no, we can talk about something else if you want. We don't have to talk about 1 + 1 = 3. Like, okay, bro, just say your shit. Jesus. This like kind of weird like meta macroing of the conversation where like, well, we can talk about video games. Like that Sam's been doing for the past minute is like massive insecurity, in my opinion, on the part of the arguer, I think. Yeah.
It doesn't need to be an antagonistic thing, bro.
Like
But it is, because it goes contrary to my entire worldview that human beings are just all trying to get by. Like we're not, it's like you're making a gamify where, oh, there's never going to be white people. Yeah, dude, you definitely will have, any kid you have is going to have a light skin hue, even if it's with a black girl. So there you go. You got your piece of the genetic pie. But why? Like, what are you angry about?
Why do you think I'm not angry?
Okay.
You didn't seem angry.
No, you don't seem
Yeah, I'm not angry. I'm not this. I'm not that. I'm not this. I'm not that. The lav debate tactics. There's got to be a name for this. Do we have a name for this?
angry, but it seems like the logic is, oh no, white people don't exist, but we will.
Well, let's hear it.
Yeah.
But why is this something that touches a nerve for you?
Because
And the immediate pivot, the immediate deflection. Sam must have the arguments for this, right? Or
I think that it's more important that ideas move forward throughout time. Like not necessarily.
Sam Hyde is a theater kid at heart. He performs the neo-Nazi stuff well if he's unchecked. He can't really debate because he can't set up his dominoes unchecked. Maybe, I guess. It's so annoying not to be able to see people have, just to be able to have conversations about the things they believe in, I guess. I don't know.
Necessarily your genes. As a martial arts coach, I love that I do some moves that live my art, that show my art, and it lives on when I'm long gone and dead.
That's cool.
Yeah. So to me, not so much I got to jizz on every girl that I see because, oh no, that's what I just have a different mentality. But why does it not let you get?
Why does it make you angry though that I have this mindset that's different from yours?
I'm not angry about it. I'm just vehemently opposed to this mindset. It seems divisive. And here in Los Angeles, we're going through a divisive time right now where it's like hating each other for, oh man, look at the melanin in his face. Or look at his mom is smoking crystal meth. I hate her.
She's cool.
Okay. She does mean Terry.
No, let's hear this though.
Yeah,
I want to
so-
hear your perspective.
I would disagree with you. To me, the idea is that people of different cultures and races, they are unique. And I believe that people that look like me and share my genetics, I believe they have a right to carry on their legacy, their lineage into the future. And I don't think that needs to be a hateful thing or a divisive type thing or something where it means that we're better than somebody else, anything like that. I just think that we have a right to exist. White people do.
Right. So in you saying that or I'm assuming that you're making that point out of some sort of effort for that to not happen.
I think that's I would like to contribute to it not happening. Yeah.
Right. But so you're assuming your point is basically saying that there's another side, something or someone.
Oh yeah. There are many. I mean, so life is a competition for scarce resources, and there are different types of there's different ways to wage warfare and to do invasion, and some of these ways are passive, like outbreeding people. It doesn't even require malicious intent from another group. If you have two distinct groups, I mean, you see this in nature all the time, where there's one that has either a K or an R type breeding strategy, whatever. They just people breed, people have higher fertility, and those groups come up against each other. The group with higher fertility, if they're not like actively fighting, just wins out.
Different races of humans do not have K and R selection. It refers to like entire groups of species. Like, do you have like 1 million babies and to hope that some survive? Or do you have high investment offspring? All human beings follow the mating strategy of high investment offspring. There are no, is it K selected or like where there's a human that can pump out 1 million babies and hope that some survive? But okay, should have read a few more paragraphs deep into that wiki page, but.
For the resources in that area, and the group that has lower fertility loses out. So it's partly a natural thing, and then there are also people who do this by design that want to see white people going by design, and so they're doing stuff to like manufacture this result.
Like moving out to Utah and having 8 wives, and then you get a bunch of Mormon kids.
Oh no.
Good strategy.
But so where do you think that's coming from then? Like you said, obviously naturally that's a thing that happens naturally, and there's people with high fertility rates in certain places in the world.
Yeah. So where do you think the manufactured part is coming from?
Yeah.
So there's an interesting thing that if you see this is just one example, but if you have a diverse workplace and you're like a big corporation, one of the byproducts of having a diverse workplace of like multiracial people working for your company is that there's less group cohesion. People tend to ask for raises less, and people tend to want to unionize less, and they kind of just keep their heads down and mind their own business when there's no like homogeneity. How do you say it?
Homogeny?
No,
Homogeneity?
homogeneity.
Well,
in that
you have
group.
this Filipino guy right
I think it's homogeneity, right? And heterogeneity? Heterogeneous? I don't know. I mix these words up too all the time.
here. For instance, if we were all on a mission and we had a karaoke machine, who the hell would run this thing? Mayhem's not doing it. I don't know how to fucking work that. You got it?
My white ass,
But
I got it.
I might be able to
it's
run
got to be Damien.
look, you just disproved your theorem
Good
right
with
there
electronics.
with a guy
Yeah,
you can tour
you
with.
also kind of look Filipino too.
Really?
But there's
Different ethnic groups do have different fertility rates, though, right? No. There's the people might have different amounts of children, but I'm not aware of any like ethnic group of people having a substantively different ability to create children. I don't think, I just don't, I'm sorry, hold on. I'm about to get triggered. I think you guys are just fucking retarded, but that's fine. When people, there are some species whose goal is to have like, I think bunnies do this. Like they have so many kids. I'm pretty sure the fucking mom like eats half the kids when they're born. Like some species will have dozens or 100. Like the goal is just make so many fucking kids, at least enough survive in order to passed on more children. R versus K selection, this is a theory also, it's not like this is 100%, is not like the difference between